Alright everybody, and welcome to our Rimworld Let's Play. It's Snowball here. Now I have stuffed up a little bit here. I gotta be honest, I didn't record the audio when I was supposed to. I'm doing all of this now, and I didn't have the audio on, so I'm recording my voice after the recording, and I'm watching it now. So basically, what I'm doing at the start here is I was just checking to see what food I have, and checking the Zergium, I think that is pronounced. Seeing what was happening. It had been a while since I'd played, so I was just looking around. I noticed I got a few graves there already. Not great. Just sorting out, just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Me workways, and I think started realising that somebody died around here. So yes, I believe it was Tobias or something along those lines. Died because there was a bloody boom rat in my room. Of course. Obviously just checking my work here, to seeing what sort of thing I have here. I'll give them some joy. I heard that if you don't give them joy, sometimes they don't actually do it, and they start going a little bit crazy. So I gave them a little bit of joy there. 2 hours on each end of work to do something before they have to go to bed. Checking out the vents. Just remember they had to be built. In this episode, I do focus on defense because we don't need anyone else dying. Look at all the blood around. Terrible, terrible. Also notice I have a couple of weapons there, and I should really be picking them up, but oh well. Maybe I didn't need them, I forget. Time to get some steel. And then I notice I already have some up the top there. Yes, and I decided to build a certain type of defense which I've seen before. So now I'm starting to build walls around where I'm going. I decided to build a little small at the start, and I can branch out whenever I feel like it, but right now we need these defenses up and running, so I decided to do it this way. Now we'll end up putting turrets on each end of the entrance there, and we'll get rid of that wall. Yeah, so nobody will be able to shoot at my turrets until they're really close, so they won't be able to snipe them. And then once they walk in, the turrets will absolutely lay into them, and they won't have a chance. That's the theory anyway. Always possible, of course, that a fire comes, burns down on my walls, and I have a really bad time. Also decided to just get rid of all the trees in my base there, so I can build around them, build around where they are. I forget what I decided, whether I'd put more rooms in or if I needed prison rooms. I can't remember what I was thinking here. My memory's not that great. Checking how much food I have, and then realised that I don't need to be cooking as much as I am, so I lowered that down. I think it was to like 30. No, it was lower than 30. It's about 20. There you go. Now I do realise a little bit into this recording that I stuffed up and that I didn't put my my voice on, so I do quit fairly early. But I just thought that I would, commentate over the top, just so you see what happened. It was either I commentate over the top, or I don't put this episode out, or I do it without any commentary whatsoever. But I decided to commentate over the top. So yeah, just so you know exactly what's going on, even though I don't. And I'll release a bit of a longer episode a bit later on. I do believe this episode is probably only going to be about 10 to 12 minutes long. It's not a bad length for an episode, I guess. Now, I think I'm deciding what I'm going to do here. I might put a door through from that bedroom that I think Tobias died in, and into the battery room there, just so he can get in there and remove that door up the back, just for a little bit extra safety. I start thinking maybe I should just put a wooden wall all the way around the back, around the storage there, because we do need a roof over the storage anyway. We don't, things get damaged out there, so. But I just put a turret out to the left there, and going back to mining. I'll put some sandbags down, just for a bit of extra protection for my turrets when they're sitting there. And I know I didn't connect that one up to power. I do now, at least. I'll just have to move the power over. I probably didn't realise that my first play. I don't remember. It's actually been a couple of days since I'd done it. I was that irritated, just couldn't be bothered dealing with it at the time, so I thought I'd do it now. I deconstructed that wall just to get it a little bit more even, because I didn't really line it all up very even. So now I'm going to build a wall on the other side there, just to even it out. So our base is coming along a fair bit now. It looks a lot more defendable. Got wooden walls all the way around. Not sure what I'll be focusing on next. I really need to start getting some animals together. Need to get these farms up and running before winter comes along, because we all know how winter is. And yeah, get the defences up and running, because it can't be long until I get a major attack. I believe I'm talking about the farms a bit there, saying how I should move them closer to the actual town centre. I keep checking down there for how much food I have when I don't really need to. I do realise that I've got it up in the top left there. Yep. And I start looking at it now. I should also set up a certain building as a stockpile. We want all that stuff indoors. Don't know where exactly we're going to put it, whether I keep it out where it is and just put a door through there or what. We also need to set up some trading as soon as we possibly can. Get rid of some of these trees here. Start looking at the squirrel and hunt. We want to kill the squirrel. Tortoises, I say at this point that tortoises have a few too many hit points for the amount of food you get for them, so I don't see the point in killing them unless I really need to. And I just opened it up and had a look at the hit points then, I believe. Boom right there, we don't want to kill him, we know what they do. Now those does and whatnot, I've said before that we can't kill them, because if we start, here I am explaining it now anyway, that yeah, once we irritate them, they can rush us, and yeah, we could all die due to deer. However, it would be good if they come closer to our base and I could shoot one, and then they come in and got mowed down by the turrets. Wouldn't be such a bad thing. We'd have a whole heap of meat. But I'm thinking more along the lines of taming a couple, keeping them in the base, and then slaughtering them when the time comes. If not breeding them, I'm not sure if you can breed them or not. We got an escape pod. I go over and look, and I'm not sure if I set up a medical bed or not. No, actually, I think I take him as a prisoner. I do. I take him as a prisoner because taking him as in as just a survivor, we haven't got a chance of getting him to join us. Whereas as a prisoner, we get to talk to him afterwards, and we got a mad animal. We get to talk to him afterwards and get him to join. It's a tortoise. Great. I'll even a point killing it. Just gonna have to do it. Our red fields are still drafted up there. I obviously didn't realise at this point. Oh, there we go. Now I remember to do it. Time for something to eat. I believe I go into his health now and I let him chat recruit and get him the best quality healthcare we can give him, I believe. Yep. Now we want to get him better so we can recruit him up. Below 35% mood. Someone's in a poor mood. Obviously, I don't care that much because I don't click on it. Corda seems to be laying outside doing not much. And now it's time for me to save. I've realised now what I've done. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys next time. Thank you.